Hello everyone, welcome to Oil Gas YouTube channel, and this is our fourth lecture of Reservoir Engineering 1. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss something about the nature of fluids based on their compressibilities. So let's start the lecture. According to the compressibilities, there are two major types of fluid. The first type is the compressible fluid, whereas the second type is the incompressible fluid. The incompressible fluids are also known as slightly compressible fluid. We will see in this lecture that why the incompressible fluids are also known as slightly compressible fluids. So what basically the compressible fluids are, these are the fluids which show change in volume due to change in pressure. When the pressure of these fluids are changed, they also show change in volume. Or we can say the compressible fluids are those fluids which show large change in volume due to small change in pressure. So this is the basic definition of compressible fluid. The compressible fluids are those fluids which show large change in volume due to small change in pressure. Usually the gases are included in the definition of compressible fluid. So let's understand it with some example. In this example, you can see that I considered a compressible fluid which is an ideal gas. Basically, you can say that ideal gas is any real gas which is at low pressure and high temperature. Any real gas which is under low pressure and high temperature behaves ideally and have all the properties of ideal gas. So ideal gas is nothing, it is also a real gas but at low temperature, low pressure and high temperature. So I consider an ideal gas. In the initial condition, you can see that the volume of this gas is 100 centimeter cube, whereas the pressure on this gas is 10 psi. When the pressure of this gas is increased from 10 psi to 20 psi, you can see that the volume of the gas is reduced from 100 centimeter cube to 50 centimeter cube. You can see that the gas is showing large change in volume, which is 50 centimeter cube, due to small change in pressure, which is 10 psi. If we talk about the change in pressure, in this case, you can see that the initial condition pressure is 10 psi, whereas the final condition pressure is 20 psi. At pressure 10 psi, the volume is 100 centimeter cube. At final condition pressure P2, the volume is 50 centimeter cube. So if we talk about change in pressure, then it is 20 minus 10 means 10 psi, means from initial condition to final condition, the pressure of the system is changed by 10 psi, whereas if we talk about the change in volume, then it will 50 minus 100 and it comes out to be 50 centimeter cube. The minus sign is representing that the change in volume is negative, means the value of final volume is lower than the value of initial volume. So we can see when the pressure of the system is changed by 10 psi, then the volume is reduced by 50 centimeter cube. So in this example, we can see that the gas is showing large change in volume due to small change in pressure. So this is the definition of compressible fluids, and usually ideal gases or gases which are behaving ideally are included in the definition of compressible fluids. Now, the point which is necessary to understand is that gases are the fluids which are included in the definition of compressible fluids, and the compressibility value of the gases is a function of pressure. Means the compressibility value of gas is changed with respect to pressure. For example, in this example, the volume of the gas is changed by 50 centimeter cube due to change in 10 psi pressure. But if this gas is at high pressure, means 10,000 psi or 11,000 psi, then it will not show the same compressibility value or same change in volume, because we know that at lower pressure the molecules of gases are very widely apart, are widely separated, so they can show large change in volume at low pressures. But when the gas is at higher pressure, then the molecules are already very close to each other, then you will not observe a very large change in volume due to the change in pressure. So we can say that at lower pressure conditions the gases show large value of compressibility, whereas at higher pressure conditions the gases show very small compressibility, because we know due to the increase in pressure the behavior of the gases is deviated towards the liquid phase. As we increase the pressure on the gas, the gas begins to behave like a liquid. But at low conditions, the gas possesses all the properties as ideal gas, so it shows large change in volume due to small change in pressure. But at higher pressure conditions, it is behaving like a liquid, something like liquid. So we do not observe a very large change in volume due to change in pressure. So the compressibility value of the compressible fluids are changing with respect to pressure. At lower pressure, they show large compressibility value, whereas at higher pressure, they show small compressibility value. In the coming lecture, we will discuss that what are the incompressible fluids and how their compressibility is changed with respect to pressure, and what are their compressibility values and why they are also known as slightly compressible fluid. We will discuss this concept in detail in the coming lecture of Reservoir Engineering 1, which is lecture number 5. So keep in touch, keep watching the videos. Thank you.